Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Mars square or opposition to Black Moon Lilith in a natal chart. Now, as some of you may remember, when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in the natal chart. They were a little bit concise. Some people may refer to them as snappy. So what I decided to do is make another series in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway. First thing up is if you have Mars square or opposite the Black Moon Lilith in a natal chart, one way it may manifest is that it may be difficult for you to find the energy and vitality, which is Mars, to do what you have an intense passion and desire for, which is the Black Moon Lilith. Now, if the Black Moon Lilith is in Aquarius, as an example, when you have that intense passion and desire for, maybe connected with humanitarian, altruistic endeavors, astrology, astronomy, computers, electronics, aviation, meteorology, or innovation, as some examples. Now, another thing too is that arguments and disputes, which is Mars, with those that may play a provocative role in your life, which is the Black Moon Lilith, may have more of a tendency to be acrimonious and acerbic as opposed to constructive. Now, the thing is, if Mars, say, is in Gemini as an example, those arguments may be, fueled with a lot of, harsh witticisms. It may be, over matters, could be with gossiping, just, general, more talking, as opposed to, actions. If Mars is in, let's say Leo, there may be more arguments over matters of pride or ego or domination in general, in some form, as another example. Now, also, too, Mars square or opposite the BML in the natal chart may also be expressed where it may be hard to fight, or at least harder to fight and stand up, which is Mars, for those people, for those Black Moon Lilith people, when necessary. And the thing is, let's say, if the Black Moon Lilith is in Taurus as an example, one or more of those people that may play a provocative role in your life may actually be a Taurus sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are very stolid and passive, persistent, patient, persevering, tenacious, stubborn, obstinate, may also be materialistic as well. And another thing too, these aspects may also indicate difficulty and trouble finding the drive and motivation, which is Mars, to embrace the higher level of the Black Moon Lilith placement. Now, if the Black Moon Lilith is in Capricorn, as an example, embracing the higher level, the placement may simply be, trying to attain, greater, stature in life, social status, attaining career ambitions. It could be doing some contributions to something Capricorn related, whether it be government, political work, or doing something with accounting, dentistry, information technology, as some examples. And also too, physical related trauma, which is can be connected with the Black Moon Lilith, may have more, or may have a greater propensity, to have an adverse effect on the physical strength and vitality, which is Mars, than most others. Now, let's say, for example, if the Black Moon Lilith is in Leo, physical related trauma may be tied in with something heart related, or something with the spine or upper back. The Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio, could be physical related trauma with the colon, the prostate, bladder, urinary tract, the reproductive system, as some other examples. And Another thing too about Mars square or opposite the black moon Lilith in the natal chart is that it may be harder for you to battle, which is Mars, formidable adversaries, which is the BML, than most other people. The black moon Lilith, say in Pisces, those formidable enemies, maybe ones or more may actually be Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person or embodied the traits of the sign. It could be those, that can be really deceptive, duplicitous, evasive, elusive. It may be, over, something, connected with something, chemical related. As far as that person being an enemy or that person, betraying you, as, some examples, the thing is, if the black moon Lilith is in Gemini is another example, those strong enemies, powerful enemies, could be, ones, that may be, or an enemy due to, could be plagiarizing your work or forgery or just theft, of your property, whatever it might be, slander, as another example. And it could be too that another way that Mars square or opposite the BML may play out in a natal chart is that it may be really like an arduous task, trying to keep any possible anger, which is Mars issues, hidden and suppressed, which is the black moon Lilith. If Mars is in the zodiac sign Cancer, as an example, there may be anger issues. It could be matters pertaining to the home and family. The home and family life may be contentious. Maybe trying to survive and just have subsistence. It could be a perpetual battle for the person, and it may cause more anger and agitation in the person, more so than most others, as an example. And it may also be difficult finding the enthusiasm, which is Mars, in expressing the strong erotic sexual side, which is the black moon Lilith. Now, if the black moon Lilith is in Aquarius, as an example, that strong erotic sexual side may be one, that may be something unusual connected with it, whether it's unusual sexual interest or, using, it could be the, advanced, innovative sexual toys. There may be something unorthodox, connected, with this erotic sexual side of that person. The black moon Lilith in Capricorn may be more conventional. Black moon Lilith in Aries may be more forceful, more aggressive, and like it rough, so to speak. That's another example. And also, too, it may be hard in terms of finding that strong passion, which is the BML, for sexual related matters, which is Mars. And if Mars, is in, say, is in Libra, as an example, sexual related matters may be often, balanced and having, the fair give and take, basically, involvement. They may be very refined. And another thing about these aspects and how it may manifest in the natal chart may also be difficult in terms of finding the courage, which is Mars, to deal, confront, what may put you in that strong state of trepidation, which is the black moon Lilith. If the black moon Lilith is in Leo, as an example, what may put the person in that strong state of fright or trepidation may simply be, doing things in which, you can get lauded and praised for, putting yourself out there, in the spotlight, doing something which may attain, notoriety and, recognition, expressing more of a flamboyant side, or, the thing is, another thing about, black moon Lilith in Aries, may be frightened simply of, being in a position of, that person would express some kind of leadership prowess, and ability, as another example. And also the dark side, negative manifestation, of the BML placement may have more of an adverse effect, on the connection with Mars-related people, including sexual partners, than most others. Now, if the Black Moon Lilith, say, is in Aquarius, as an example, the dark side, the negative manifestation of the sign may be one, that might express very strong idiosyncratic behavior or very rebellious behavior, just trying to be unique for the sake of being unique. As some examples, it may be someone that may, thrive on causing dissension, in some kind of, groups or clubs or organizations, as an example. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learned saying stay well.